people to stop being judgmental, but on the inside, I am my biggest critic. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, if I see somebody, if I walk by somebody, interactions, daily interactions with people, certain places in the workplace, at school, whatever it may be, every single thing I say, I beat myself up over. I have this obsession with thinking that I'm awkward, and that's because I am awkward. So after every interaction, I automatically run through all the possible responses I could have said or done and didn't, and then I automatically come up with a whole bunch of different things that the person I was talking to, or the people or group or whoever it may have been, how they might have thought of me because of what I said or what I did. Things they could have said in response to what I said or what I did. I'm extremely paranoid. Even when I'm just walking by somebody, I worry internally how I look when I walk by. I don't want to look at them and smile, because then if they don't know me, they might think, who the fuck are you looking and smiling at me? Or they might not be looking at me, and then I'll feel stupid because it'll be a wasted gesture. But I also don't want to look away because I don't want to seem rude or conceited or stuck up or anything like that. I don't want to frown because I don't want to seem like I'm in a bad mood, but I don't want to smile because I don't want to seem crazy. I do have to admit that there are certain kinds of people I walk by and I just get this rush of like a feeling of being judged come over me. And by certain kinds of people, I do not mean races. I mean maybe businessmen, or maybe older generations who seem to be stuck in the past, or something like that. I automatically assume that because I'm different, I'm being judged, and even if nothing is said to me, or nobody looks at me or gives me a look, I still feel like people are judging me. And I think because of that, I've toned down the way I looked a lot over the past year. About a year and a half ago, I was normal looking. Since that time up until now, my hair has been every color under the sun. I've had an emo-esque bang hanging down the side of my head. I've had obnoxious facial piercings. I've had very tight clothing, very outlandish and colorful and out there clothing. For me to step outside of my house or my dorm or my brother's apartment or wherever I may have been, is just a huge risk for me to take. There were a few times last year where I would sit in my dormitory and stare at my wardrobe and at a specific pair of pants or shirt or something, and I would go back and forth in my head and beat myself up over deciding not to wear it because of something one person might say or think. And on the outside, you know me as someone who doesn't seem to care what other people think, but in real life, I worry the most about how other people regard me. I think it's very important, and I don't want to disappoint anybody, and even if it's somebody who's not worth my time, it still gets to me because I don't like to disappoint people, no matter who they are, or where they're from, or what relation they are to me. So if you really knew me, you'd know that everything everyone says to me, or does to me, or the way they look at me, or even if they just pass by and don't acknowledge me at all, I take it and I process it, and I turn it into something hateful, something negative, something disparaging about me, and I am never satisfied with myself.